Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our keynote artist, direct from his 8th Command performance at Carnegie Hall, Mike Rayburn.
Thank you. I did that, well, because I can, actually. My people. Good. No. I did that because the guitar is the best way that I have to illustrate something I am passionate about. And that is, I believe every one of us in this room is capable of far more than we ever knew was possible. We all have an unbelievable amount of unrealized potential. And we are surrounded every moment of the day by opportunities to access that potential, opportunities to do what I call take a step beyond our limitations, to challenge the status quo, to look at old things in a new way. For me to try to play the guitar a little differently than it's been played for the last 500 years. So what I want to do today is I want to share with you 3 simple tools. You can use these immediately and forever to be able to access some of that unrealized potential and to be able to step beyond those limitations. The first one, to change anything. The first thing that has to change is our brains. The way we think. The thinking that got you where you're sitting right now will not get you any further. The most basic human brain function is to ask questions. Okay, Mike, we get this asking a different question of what if and why not, questions, better questions. And you're doing this music thing, but really, what do music and questions really have to do with each other? Pop music has always asked us a whole lot of questions. Different questions in the songs, titles of the songs, and, important questions. Do you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? Love questions. What about love? Where is the love? Who do you love? When will I be loved? How deep is your love? Why do fools fall in love? Who wrote the book of love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Do you believe in life after love? What's love got to do with it? Do you love me? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Why do birds suddenly appear every time you're near? Who'll stop the rain? Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Can't you just see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine to kick me from behind? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Why can't we be friends? What's it all about? Alfie? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? What's forever for? Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? If a face could launch 1,000 ships, then where am I to go? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Do you know the way to San Jose? Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Should I stay or should I go? Is she really going out with him? What you going to do when she says goodbye? What's so good about goodbye? How do I live without you? When can I see you again? What have you done for me lately? Are you lonesome tonight? What about me? Do you want to dance? Could I have this dance? Can you hear me? Can you hear me calling? Can you hear me calling you? Do you hear what I hear? And for God's sake, who let the dogs out? But specifically, what I want to give you today are 2 questions that I use every day of my life. What if and why not? What if? What if opens up the possibilities. What if we did that? What would that look like? Why not gets at the obstacle. Okay, what's holding us back from doing this? Let me give you an example of how to apply this. What if the next time something comes along that's, it's a challenge and you're not so sure you really want to do it, or better yet, something that's an opportunity, something that, whoa, if this happened, it would be really cool, but I don't know, we can't do this. Just for me, just do this. Say, well, what if I could? What would that look like? What if we could do that? What would that look like? Doesn't mean you're going to. Just means you're entertaining the possibility. But a fundamental change has taken place. Your brain is now no longer looking for reasons you can't. It's looking for reasons you can, and that will make all the difference in the world. I apply these, as I said, in my life, in my business daily. I learned these by playing for drunk people. These are songs you've heard before, but not the way I'm going to do them. This is Dan Fogelberg. sings AC/DC. Because they're so similar. She was a fast machine, she kept her motor clean. She was the best darn woman that I ever seen. She had the sightless eyes, telling me no lies, and knocking me out with those American thighs. Taking more than her share, had me fighting for air. She told me to go, but I was already there. Cause the walls were shaking, the earth was quaking, my mind was aching, and we weren't faking. Woman, you shook me all night long. You shook me all night long. Yeah. This is Bruce Springsteen sings Green Acres. Green Acres is a place to be. Farm living is a life for me. Let's spread out so far and wide. Keep me hanging me the other side. New York is where I'd rather stay. I'm getting so allergic, smelling hay. Oh, darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. Oh, oh, oh. I studied classical guitar for most of my 9 years of undergraduate work. Career students, yes. Yeah. I'm the only student in history with tenure. You have a final exam each semester called juries, where you sign up for a time during exam week, and you go in during your time and you sit down in an office with 5 music professors. Do you feel like you get put on the spot sometimes? And you perform one of the 8 pieces of music you've learned for that semester for them, and they critique as you play. I asked myself, what if by the time I get in there, they're not totally listening? C minus. Third point. Richard Bach once wrote, here's a test to see if your purpose in life is over. If you're alive, it isn't. Okay? That means that there's most definitely a profound and divine and wonderful reason that we're all here, that we're all in this room, going with whatever's going on in our lives, bringing to the table whatever's going on. And we can talk about the things that motivate us. Motivation. Okay, let's talk about it, you know. How do we motivate ourselves? How do we motivate those around us? One of 2 ways. Reward or punishment. Some form of reward or punishment. This is the way we do it. Reward, you get more money. Punishment, you get fired. Okay? And this is good. It works to a certain degree. But keep in mind, this is also the way we train mice. Okay? What sets us apart as human beings is our ability to respond to the most powerful motivational force on this planet. And it is not power, sex, money, or fame. It's a sense of purpose. why we do what we do, the reason behind it, the meaning that we attach to it, okay? So, let me ask you this. If there's purpose for it, if there's reasons for the way that we spend each minute of the day, are you driving with the brakes on? Think about your life right now. Think about your career, think about your family. Are you driving with the brakes on? Because most of us are. So the third tool I want to share with you is a way to take the brakes off and get the most out of yourself to really realize some of that unrealized potential. And it's so simple. Master what matters. Become a master of what matters in life. So I want you to ask what if and why not. Through this whole conference, do that. Man, what if we did that? What if that? You'd be amazed what happens there. I want you to write music that you can't play. Set a goal that you just don't know how you're going to get there, but it's just the right thing to do, okay? And take some action on it. And then I want you to become a master of what matters. I'm going to finish up today with a piece of music that I thought was impossible to play. A lady requested it one night at a ski lodge in Virginia. So this is a guitar version of The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Thank you guys so much for being here. It goes like this. The devil opened up his case and he said, "I'll start the show." And fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. He pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. Then the demons joined in and it sounded something like this. Bowed his head because he knew. No, there's a song that will work here. Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of faithful trip. It started from a tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. Thank you guys so much. My people, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.